The other day I was going down a road and this big truck pulls up right behind me, riding my ass. And I end up turning a right into the Dollar Tree, and so does he. We pull up next to each other. We both get out at the same time. As I was making my way to the store door, so was he. We both glanced at each other. He looked at me and looked at my car, and he went in. And yes, I get it. I thought to myself, I'm a pussy because I don't have a fucking truck in this area. Okay, so I'm going to do a quick recap of what the fuck's been going on. Okay, from the last vlog, I got out of here. I got out of where I was, and I'm currently staying in my parents' area vicinity, so that I can. I'm staying in my parents' vicinity, so I can sort of make a conservative move to move out west. I'm going to be putting in for some jobs, building some projects, and that's what I've been working on right now. I'm very excited doing this. I think many people do not have that opportunity like I do. And thanks to you guys for actually providing the path for me to go out there. So yeah, very exciting for me. I had one person ask me, well, can you explain what you did at your job, why you left, what was going on? Well, as I mentioned to you before, there were external factors influencing my decision to leave my job. One being the area. I have to drive an hour and 10 minutes to a mall. No way. Or there's nothing there. There was literally nothing in that town for me to do anything. And plus it had a very conservative 1950s segregation, racial divide thing going on. It just was not my cup of tea. Don't like that. I've never experienced that before, and it freaked me out. You gotta imagine the Confederacy ended in that area. The last battles were fought there, one of them. So yeah, it's kind of got that weird Southern mentality I did not like. I'm not saying that across all Southerners are like that, but this was a particularly strange feeling living there. Besides the location of not having anything there and the whole conservative mentality, I had to deal with that issue at work. Was the pay. The pay was shitty. I probably regretted accepting that pay because I had gotten offers later for much more money. And I was getting about 30% below the national average, factoring cost of living with what I was making. So a software developer should be making a lot more than what I was getting paid. So it really made me feel depressed, angry, frustrated that there were college students I taught and helped them in school that are making much more money than me in the real world. And they still consult me and ask me questions. Pisses me off. So I got fucked. And when they did make an effort to help do something very nice, and they said, we'll give you a raise and blah blah blah. It still was way below the average. So I felt I was undervalued, even though they said you are undervalued, Matt. Even after the raise, they said you were undervalued. So they just didn't want to pay me the amount I was asking. And I told them the main reason why I was leaving probably was the location. If I were living in such a much nicer area, like an area I was living before, I probably would have stayed. But no, that was the last straw, I guess. The people at work were overall okay. There was a little drama and tension going on. I stayed out of it. I kept in my corner, and I tried to like everybody, and that's the best you can do. I liked everybody to a certain degree, I can't complain about it. I loved what I did there, but it was a very tough decision having to leave a job where I liked what I was doing, I hope the next job will at least be similar to it. So, fingers crossed.